Minister. And now, I would like to recognize all the leader of opposition to open the opposition space.
The Prime Minister told you that Pokemon is a game that encourages you to go outside. What we on the opposition side are going to prove to you is that not only is this a good thing, but that it should be encouraged and that it is your right as people and citizens of Thailand to be able to choose to make the choices that you want to make. So my rebuttals will be incorporated into my arguments, but mostly what we want to question them on is the idea of addiction. And what I will prove to you is, first of all, addiction is a choice, and it is a choice that you have the right to make. And what Anne will continue to talk about is further things that will damage Thailand's society and the further benefits that can come from you being able to play Pokemon Go. So first of all, let's go back and have a look at what the Prime Minister told you was actually the problem in this debate. He told you that there are some people out there who die because they're not paying attention to where they're going. There are some people out there who get lured to places and end up having their phones stolen or crimes committed against them. What we say is this is not a problem with the game itself, but a problem with the people who are using these games. And these problems are on an individual level. Now, the reason that we think that this is serious is because it shows a lack of education and a lack of knowledge in terms of the consequences for your actions. So our counter proposal, instead of banning, we say that the problem is not with the game, but with the users. So what the government should be doing is actually teaching people and telling people about the harms that are inherent in not paying attention to where you're going and not paying attention to what you're doing, and as well as the harms inherent in getting addicted to this game. So what we talk about first of all is we want to question their idea of the role of government. So they're telling you that as the government, what they want to do is they want to babysit you. They want to make sure that anything at all in the world that might be any sort of harm is going to be taken away from you. We say that this is not the role of government. Government should be facilitating your abilities to make choices, to do what it is that you want to do, and to be able to do them safely. The role of the government is to tell you what the harms are and what the problems are and allow you to choose yourself. Why do we say that this is the role of the government? The example is in smoking and drinking. There are inherent harms associated with smoking and drinking. We tell you what those harms are, yes?
You say that smoking and drinking is the problem. It is still the problem even though you educate them already. It doesn't fix anything at all, education.
I'm not saying there isn't going to be a problem. I'm saying you have the right to choose whether you want to make that problem your problem or not. We say that there are harms, and as the responsible government, we tell you that if you drink, you may have liver problems. If you smoke, you may get lung cancer. These are things that will happen to you if you choose to participate in these activities. On the other hand, we know that eating and drinking has benefits and fun, and we want to have it. So as an informed citizen, I have the right to make the choice to take the risk. Once I make that choice to take the risk, I am no longer my government's problem. I am my problem, and I learn what the consequences of my actions are. So the second level of the argument is that it's important that you are allowed to have that choice, because if you continue to be taken care of for the rest of your life, taken care of and not allowed to make decisions, you do not learn about the consequences of your actions. The problem with that is that whenever anything goes wrong for you, you begin to blame other people. You say, I got run over because it was Pokemon Go's problem, and I got run over because the government didn't ban it, which is really, quite frankly, not a responsible thing to say. What you should be saying is, I got run over because I was irresponsible. If you do not make choices that lead to consequences, you will never learn what it is to be a responsible adult. At the end of the day, we think that what is important for the country is not having a completely safe people who all live in a bubble, understand about what it means to make choices and make mistakes. But what it truly means to have a nice, good population that can go out and make a difference in the world is a population that is responsible, a population who knows what it is to make the choices, knows the consequences, and has the freedom to be able to exercise their freedom to choose to have fun and do it responsibly. With this, very proud to oppose.
So the speaker spoke for 5 minutes 4 seconds. Thank you, the leader of opposition. And now, I would like to invite the Deputy Prime Minister.
Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like the opposition talked about the responsibility of each own people, and she said that if you get caught or if you die from the accident, it means that you are being irresponsible. That is why it is the duty of the government to take care of you. And I ask you one question, the opposition. To babysit you or protect you is not good. Do you think it is bad? But it's our duty, so we have to take care of you. Remember this. Sorry. Okay. So as the government say that it is our duty to protect all of you, it's because the government see that playing Pokemon game is a threat of your life. It harms you, it hurts you, and you could be dead or you could die because of this. And now, I would like to come to my argument, which is the long-lasting effect. Think about playing Pokemon. As the government say, when you become addicted, it means that you're playing more than 1 hour per day. This means that when you play Pokemon, it is true that you really want to have that Pokemon. You really want to catch that Pokemon, right? And what you have to spend, you have to have the egg or Pokeball, right? Is that true? So that is why when you keep playing it, you have to stare. You have to guess at the screen of your mobile phone or your iPad. This means that it's going to hurt your physical. It is going to hurt your physical or your emotional. So let's get into my first argument about the physical and emotional damage. Why I say physical? Because when you keep guessing or staring at your light room or the screen of your mobile phone, it means that your eye hurts. And when you keep staring longer, this can lead to the sight problem. And when you have sight problem and you cannot get it, the ball or the Pokemon that you want, you keep playing longer and longer, and it stress you out. And when you have stress or you become stressful, what is going to happen next is you are going to have the migraine. This means that you can get the physical problem from playing Pokemon. And what about emotional? When you can't get it, you really want to have it. You go home, you are at school, and the teacher, hey, stop putting your phone down, otherwise I will get it. Your mom said, it's time to do homework. You don't want to do it because you really want to win your friend, you really want to have a higher level. You keep playing it. So when you don't get it, like somebody stops you from playing it and grab the phone from you, you will feel upset, you will feel mad, you will feel, I really want to have it. Why do you have to stop me? So when you get it back, you keep playing. And then this happens on and on. Somebody stops you. It's okay, sit down. So people stop you, and this happens again and again. When you get it, finally you won't be able to stop playing game. Maybe you go outside, you keep playing it, and this leads to the emotional damage because you are going to get away from people. You are going to get away from your family because you really want to have that monster from Pokemon. Because of this, you are going to have more desire or more willing to get more and more. And this is going to get you away from your family and from your friend or your surrounding too. And this leads to my second argument, which is the long-term damage. Think about when you keep the distance away from your family. It means that you are going to ignore everybody around you. You can go with your friend, yes, I'm going to go play with my friend, but you only have eyes on your mobile phone screen. That is your friend. You are going to ignore everybody around you. You are going to walk away, maybe in the field, in the mountain, or in some place, for example. So this means that you are going to be away from your family and get away from your society too. And what about you keep playing? What are you going to do next is getting your money paid for what you want. If you want it, you lose all your boss already. How about the money that you are going to pay? Maybe you can ask for your parents about the money. Maybe they give you, or if they don't, you have to use your own money. Or you can use some credit card too. But it means that you are going to use money. How about you spend all the money you have already? So what is going to do next that could be happened is stealing. You are going to steal some money from your family. That means that you are going to commit a crime. This means crime too. And also, if you don't steal money from your family, maybe you see someone's cell phone at your school, which is happened. This actually happened at my school, that somebody steals someone's phone in order to play a game, and that's the truth. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I told you before, that beside the threat to your life, it could be a long-lasting effect. It could affect your physical and your emotional damage, and also your long-term damage too. Ladies and gentlemen, Pokemon is not that good. Don't think that it is good to your life. Stop playing it. That's why we would like to ban it. Thank you.
So thank you, the Deputy Prime Minister. And you spoke for 5 minutes, 14 seconds. And now, I would like to recognize the Deputy Leader of Opposition.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I begin my arguments, I would like to start with a few rebuttals. First of all, the government came up here and told us that Pokemon Go is a new game that leads to addiction. But they said that that addiction includes exercise. The only problem with Pokemon Go is that people go outside without acknowledging their environment. But we say that that is a good thing, because at least they are going outside, ladies and gentlemen. Because the nature of gamers, they stay in the room all day, play their games, staring at the screen anyways. But the good thing about Pokemon Go is that those gamers will go outside. They will meet new people. They will get to talk to friends. They will see the environment and the culture around them. It's the only time these gamers will be allowed to go outside because of this game. So we propose that we will absolutely not ban Pokemon Go. I will elaborate that in my arguments later on. Second thing, the government here keeps saying that just because it's bad for the people in the country, they're going to ban it. But ladies and gentlemen, is smoking bad for the country, for the people smoking? Yes. It's drinking alcohol bad for the people? Yes. It's fast food bad for the people? Yes. Are they going to ban those things as well because it's bad for the people? We say that that's not how the government should be teaching their people. We say that the government should allow people to learn. How has the government been doing this so far? For smoking, the government has been putting these nasty pictures on these cigarettes just to warn people that smoking is bad. For drinking, they have rules and laws and timing and time zone for alcohol. We see that the government can only do a few things to help people from doing bad things, but the government should not ban it completely. We feel that it's a wrong role of the government. My second rebuttal is about the death accidents. The government has came up here and said that just because a few accidents happened, it was important enough for the government to put a ban on the game. We said that it's ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are dumb enough to walk in the street and let a car crash at you, we say that it's an individual choice. You know, like a normal person would not cross the street while playing a game. We say that that's not going to happen. So moving on to my arguments. First, I will start with the harms. We say that Pokemon Go is an international phenomenon. We say that everyone is playing. The US, Japan, the UK, everyone is playing. How
country to ban this game. We say that it's ridiculous and we don't want to be that country. We want people to have fun. And we don't want to say that our people are so weak that they make idiotic choices and that's why we ban the game. That would not be a good look for the Thai government. Secondly, we say that as a country, people will never grow up if we keep banning them from doing anything. And what I had said in my rebuttal, if we keep